Hey, art lovers, I am Brady McGee, and I wanted to show you how I made an art journal out of a children's book. This tutorial is just for the cover. So here is the book, and you can see it was torn up. I was cleaning up my kids' bookshelf and decided instead of throwing it away, I was going to repurpose it. I fixed the problem with some duct tape. I duct taped all the edges to make sure that they would not fall apart again. And then I gessoed the outside. It took a couple um, coats for that to stick, and then I decided I didn't want it to be white, so I mixed up some black paint and my white gesso. I was going to have to use that gray duct tape, so I wanted the theme to carry through there. So I mixed up the gesso into like a slate gray color, painted it on and let it dry. Then I um, decided to make a template, and since it was a Disney book already, Mickey Mouse sounded like a good idea. I used some found objects there in my art room to create a proportional Mickey head. The duct tape served as its big part and the little pot as its ears. So I drew that on a piece of paper to make sure that I got it right and I could place it on the book where I wanted. So you can see the slate gray collar and the duct tape placed on the outside. And I couldn't decide how I wanted to place it. So I did actually turn it into a landscape book, whereas it was a portrait um, orientation at the beginning. So I took my template and I used my Sharpie to make an outline, and then I decided that it was really too boring. So I grabbed some really Mickey-like collars, the red and the yellow, and decided I was going to splatter the background. So I've covered up the duct tape and I've covered up the Mickey Mouse head, and I've decided to splatter. I use my finger to splatter. Some people use toothbrushes or other things. I particularly think that it looks better when I sling it with my finger. Then I painted in the Mickey head. I then wanted to add some words to this, so I tried to draw out the Disney logo as best I could. And I'm going to make this book my favorite Disney quotes. So I added that on there. And then I'm going to paint it in with my paintbrush, a detail brush, so that it looks really nice. And my final product looks like this. I actually put a little highlight in the ears, made it try to look a little bit more fancy. But this is the beginning of an art journal about all my Disney quotes that I like, and I think it's starting to look really good. So you can like my Enchanted art studio page on Facebook and like my YouTube channel to see more and the finish of this book. Thank you.